Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first TEW Wednesday. That's right, that's the new schedule. Monday FM, Friday FM, Wednesday Total Extreme Wrestling. And it's back. It is back. The 2007 database. Now if you're watching this in the future and going through all the episodes, this is going to sound really weird to you, but there's been a break. There has been a while of a break. The last episode dealt with the Great American Bash, and we're starting afresh. We're starting new. I don't know what I haven't looked through the last episode. I probably should have done, but I don't know what was on camera and what wasn't on camera since then. So we're going to start afresh. We're going to go from here. Let's start by running through the storylines. So we start then in ECW, and we're on the road to SummerSlam, and that means we needed a big ECW main event. There's only one thing that it could be. The two biggest stars on the brand, Bobby Lashley and CM Punk. So that's the match. And I do remember this one. Great American Bash, Lashley and Punk were teaming together against Heyman's guys, and Punk turned on Bobby Lashley, on the ECW champion, made his intentions very clear and became the Paul Heyman guy. So heel Punk, face Bobby Lashley. It started well in 84, so that's pretty good. They've been doing some angles on ECW, so that's good. We've got 2 weeks to really build it up, but if it's near 84, I'll be happy for an ECW, which is an upper mid-card title, let's be honest. A TV feud in ECW at the moment is Colt Cabana and Tommy Dreamer against Burke and Masters. That's Elijah Burke and Chris Masters. That probably won't be on the SummerSlam card. I'm just saying, it's a TV feud to get some guys over. That's fine. Potential main event here, but we're going to have to bring up the heat. It's Edge versus Triple H for the Raw WWE Championship. The main title on Monday Night Raw. Triple H has been out of the title picture since his return from injury. Really. He was involved in a triple threat for the title not long ago, actually. I thought he was. Am I wrong? Maybe I am wrong, but it's now time to put him back into that title picture. And Triple H, big babyface on Raw, against the heel champion Edge, who's held that title since WrestleMania. He beat Cena. He's beaten every challenger that's been sort of thrust upon him. He's beaten Jeff Hardy. He's beaten Chris Jericho. This now might just be Triple H's time. We'll see. Backing that up, we have a top quality mid-card feud here. Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy. Jericho has turned heel. That's right. I don't know if that's in the last episode, but it's here now. I'm saying it now. Chris Jericho has turned heel. He was demanding a title shot. Jeff Hardy got the title shot. He didn't win because Jericho cost him. Not happy not getting that title shot. Not happy being overlooked by somebody like Jeff Hardy. So that's the match for SummerSlam, and I'm hoping it will be brilliant. Just the start of their feud as well. Just the start of it. Another top quality feud on Raw is for the IC title, the Intercontinental Champion. King Booker is the champion at the moment, and he's going up against the man that runs the place, the face that runs the place, as AJ Styles said, John Cena. Cena has never won the Intercontinental title. He's been feuding with Booker and his recent stable for a while. There was a big 6-man tag match at Great American Bash with the stable winning. And John Cena interrupted Booker's celebration to set the SummerSlam challenge, and he will be going after King Booker's Intercontinental title. It's quite interesting because Cena has been on a little bit of a downward spiral since WrestleMania. He lost the title, lost the rematch, and has been losing quite a few big matches. He's still very hot though, because it's John Cena. So he wants to get out of his funk by winning the Intercontinental title for the first time in his career. Will that happen? Well, you'll have to wait till SummerSlam, the end of this episode, to find that out. On the Smackdown side of things, another potential main event right here. The heat is good. The heat will hopefully get better. World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar will defend against Shawn Michaels. I am excited for this one. Michaels is back. Michaels had a match against Sheamus, a Great American Bash, I think it was, or may have been a TV match, but he's back and he's ready and raring to go. He cut a promo on Lesnar, he challenged Lesnar, Lesnar accepted. MVP and Rey Mysterio have been in there too, we'll get to that in a moment on TV, but Brock and Shawn Michaels could be amazing. TV feud on Smackdown at the moment are Kendrick and London are having a little bit of problems as a tag team. I'm still unsure whether to go with a split here or whether to bring them back stronger. That might be the way to go because they've kind of been needed in the tag division. For the US title, it's going to be MVP versus Rey Mysterio. That's right, MVP versus Rey Mysterio. Mysterio is beaten by Brock Lesnar at Great American Bash, and MVP found that quite funny. Rey Mysterio doesn't like a disrespectful United States champion, and that'll be the match we go with. To back that up, you got Orton and Batista. These two guys weren't really doing anything, so we're going to pair them together for SummerSlam. Two big stars on the SmackDown brand, and hopefully it'll lead to something to push Randy Orton into that next level, because when we're looking at Survivor Series, in my mind, Randy Orton should be a big part of that. He's got the talent, he's got the heat. We need to push him now into that next level, and another fresh star on the brand to go with the Lesnar, the Michaels, the Triple H, the Edge, the Cena. You know what I mean. Tag team feud, untapped potential. That's Mr. Kennedy and Carlito. They will be going after the tag team titles at SummerSlam. So Kings of Wrestling are the tag team champions at the moment against the world's greatest tag team theory. Next we need a babyface tag team. They're the hottest tag team at the moment. It's the best way to do it. And this triple threat tag team match, I am still in two minds whether to make it a ladder match. That may happen. A TLC match maybe. And then for the women's title, it's going to be Trish against Sara Del Rey against Mickie James. Sara Del Rey won the title, and Trish and Mickie are both battling for it. It will be a triple threat match. Okay, so we've gone through the storylines. We are ready to go. We're going to get through 2 weeks of television, and then we move on to the big one, SummerSlam. And the regular programming shall resume from here. Okay, then we're here for the first episode on the television run, so to speak, and it's Sunday Night Heat. I'll press run the show and we'll get going. And we start with London and Kendrick out there. They've been having their problems recently as a tag team, but they want to put it right against the tag team champions tonight. Paul London's gimmick is getting stale. Good. I hadn't looked at the earlier one, so I don't know what they're going to be like. But Paul London's on there now. It's quite good actually, because it advanced their storyline quite well, so I'm happy with that. And then the match itself, a 76 rated tag team match. I got some time as well, nearly 16 minutes. Cesaro defeating Kendrick with the Royal Bomb. Oh no. Brian Kendrick sustained a type 3 supracondylar fracture. That may be out for a while. 77 from Kendrick, 85 from Paul London, 70 for Chris Hero, and 84 from Cesaro, who was brilliant actually. That's improved both actual segments, so I mean, good. Hopefully Kendrick's alright, because that was bad. Yes, cheers Dusty. Video airs hyping Jericho and Hardy. So basically, after the heel turn on Monday Night Raw, we're going to just show it again. Just show Jericho's heel turn. Just really ramp it up. Make it clear, like, Jeff Hardy's hurt. Jeff Hardy was taken out by the attack. And then Jericho comes out, starts bragging about the attack, calls out Jeff Hardy, says, "Come on, Jeff, you want to fight? Let's fight now," knowing full well Jeff Hardy isn't there. Just Jericho at his heel, arrogant best. 85, pretty good. Batista was in action next against Carl Anderson. 77 rated match, so that's not bad. Batista 92. Anderson 75 actually kept it going. It lost a little bit of heat for Orton Batista, but it's not too bad. A 77 rated match and a win for Batista, just to get him a little bit of momentum. Triple H, who's now lost his picture. Who knows? He cut a promo on Edge, hyping up the WWE Championship match for SummerSlam, 90 rated, so that's pretty good. And then he defeated Rene Dupree for 78. Yeah, it's about what you'd expect, so you can't really complain. And it should give us a pretty good show for Heat. An 81, that's good. That's good. We've advanced a few storylines we've got going. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, all I want to see is whether Brian Kendrick is really, really badly hurt. I won't be able to see till after Raw. Damn it. Let's get to Raw. Okay, here we go. The Monday Night Raw, the first one of the episode. And we are hopefully going to have a very good show. We've got a lot of things planned. And hopefully it will be a very, very good show. Come on, game. Let's get to it. Here we go. We open up and the music of John Cena hits. And out comes the face that runs the place, John Cena. He's in action straight away. An opening match for John Cena. We're going to start strong against Mark Henry, a tough opponent for John Cena. He says he wants to shot the Intercontinental title, but he's got to earn it. He can't just go around demanding opportunities. He's got to earn it. He's got to prove why he's the number one contender, and he does just that, beating Mark Henry with an FU after 10 minutes. 85 rated match. That's brilliant. My voice is going. It's that good. That was superb. Roddy Piper's still there with Mark Henry, by the way, because I forgot that was still a thing. Did well. Not enough selling shown, which is a problem. 93 rated from Cena, 53 from Mark, so that's pretty good. And King Booker was on commentary for that match. And afterwards, King Booker decided to show John Cena exactly why he's had a terrible year. We start at WrestleMania, where he loses the title. We see clips of WrestleMania. We see clips of the rematch, which he loses. We see clips of other big losses ending in that big 6-man tag match. And then we go back to the ring, where King Booker is looking smugly at John Cena, who's doubting himself. He's questioning everything. He's got that look on his face where he doesn't understand why he's not winning these matches. He doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. And then he sees King Booker's smug face. And he switches. He loses it a tiny bit. Straight over. F you. King Booker, it didn't go how he wanted it to. He showed Cena his failures, but he backfired on him. All it did was motivate John Cena to put it right at SummerSlam. And 88, good stuff for this feud. Very good. Afterwards, we come back from the break, and the Royal Court are arriving late. Johnny Nitro and William Regal arrive late to find King Booker holding his stomach backstage. Furious. Where were you guys? You guys were meant to be there to back me up if anything went wrong. Where were you? Well, fine. And we sort of cut away with them arguing. That's the idea, that maybe the Royal Courts, it's not quite going how you'd expect. 86 are good again. We then go to somewhere else in the arena to find Chris Jericho arriving in a limo. Now, Jericho is now fully healed, as we saw in Heat. And he's there and he's expecting a standing ovation from the rest of the locker room, but he finds that people don't really care that he's here. His friends have turned his back on him. They don't want to hang out with him. Chris Jericho is not getting the applause or the adulation he thinks he should have. 78 rated for that. We go back to the ring then for a second match of the night. Daniel Bryan is in action. Now, this is just a match to get Daniel Bryan a win, to fill some time in the show. There's no real storyline to it, just some good wrestling. Daniel Bryan defeats Stevie Richards in about 8 minutes with the cattle mutilation. Not really sure why that's his finisher, but we'll go with it. A 79 rated match, pretty good. 82 for Bryan, who is flying, to be fair. Very good from Daniel Bryan. They then come backstage where Johnny Nitro and William Regal are there and say, look, we've messed up. We understand that. We're in action tonight. We have a tag team match. We need to concentrate on the tag team match. We have the world's greatest tag team coming up tonight on Raw. We need to get a win. We could make ourselves challengers for this tag team championships with a win. Unfortunately, King Booker has left the building. He won't be here to support us tonight, but we can do it. We can do it. We don't need him. We don't need King Booker to win matches. King Booker is a brilliant man, but we don't need him to win matches. Do we? 85, Regal. probably cut the best of the promo, which is good. And then the match itself, a 76 rated match. The world's greatest tag team defeat the Royal Court. Shelton Benjamin pinned Johnny Nitro after a super kick German suplex combo. Again, it plays into the story that without King Booker, the Royal Court are losers. Well, not necessarily losers, but they're not pulling up their end of the bargain. 76, and it's a good win for the World's Greatest Tag Team to get them back into the tag title hunt. Regal 88, Charlie Haas 86, Shelton Benjamin 89. So pretty good. And Johnny Nitro 68, considering what his pop is, that is pretty good. After the match, Untapped Potential attack World's Greatest Tag Team with a ladder. 93 for this. This is very good. Very, very good. And just a little hint, maybe a TLC match could be coming at SummerSlam. Edge backstage cutting a promo on Triple H and says, look, I get it, you're the golden boy around here, you're the chosen one, the McMahon Helmsley regime, remember that? Well, listen, this has been my brand, this has been my show, this has been my company, and this is my WWE Championship, and nobody can take that away from me. John Cena couldn't take it away from me. Chris Jericho couldn't take it away from me. Jeff Hardy couldn't take it away from me. Why do you think you're any different, Triple H? Because you're not. You're past it. You're not the man you were in 2000 when I was just rising. I was just a tag team guy. But I still stole the show on the main event, on the WrestleMania that you main evented. You didn't pull up what you were meant to do there. I did. And I have this year. I am the champion for a reason, and you are not taking it from me. 87 for a good promo from Edge. And afterwards he defeated Val Venus in about 12 minutes. A good match to get the champion over. 100 rated from Edge, who's literally on fire. 55 from Val Venus. 76 altogether. Pretty good TV matchup. And then we go backstage where Untapped Potential are leaving. They're happy with their work. They've destroyed World's Greatest Tag Team. Now they're the only challengers. But all of a sudden, the Tag Team Champions come from behind. They attack Untapped Potential. They run them off. They're happy with their work. And as they're walking backwards, they walk past Triple H, who was getting ready backstage, and say, "What? What's the problem? You got a problem? Right, let's go. Tonight, 2-on-1 handicap match. You think you're the best man in this company? Prove it tonight, Triple H." Triple H says, okay, no worries, not a problem, we got this. And there's your main event set up. 98 segments, that's good. We go to the Women's Championship feud, and Sara Del Rey is out there bragging, but she gets quickly attacked by Trish and Mickey. You can see a triple threat coming along quite comfortably here, and that's where it's going to end up. 71 for that, 97 rated, brilliant for this storyline. This has been a good show, a really good show. Chris Jericho is out there and says, look, I don't understand what's wrong with these idiots in the back, but they are not happy to see me. You guys are not happy to see me. You're all idiots. But it's fine. You want Jeff Hardy, don't you? You want Jeff Hardy, right? Well, Jeff, why don't you come out and we can fight right here in the Palace in front of this 30,000 capacity. Jeff Hardy, I'm calling you out. He knows full well Jeff Hardy is hurt. He destroyed him last week. Same as Heat. He knows he's hurt. And you expect it to go the same way. But the lights go out. It's pitch black. And a video comes on the screen. And it's mysterious. It's full of woodland area. It's full of masks and noises. And all of a sudden you just see a scorch mark on the ground, and it's the logo for Jeff Hardy at this time, the weird logo he had, but it's just on the ground. And a whisper, SummerSlam, and that's it, and it's gone, and it's out. The lights come back on. Jericho's in the ring, freaked out, doesn't know what to do, and that's it. 97 rated. We're just not quite giving it yet. But we're getting there. We're telling that story that maybe Jericho has bitten off a little bit more than he can chew with Jeff Hardy. Main event time then, and Triple H, with no picture still, is in the main event in a handicap match against the Kings of wrestling. Edge was on commentary, and he played a factor in the finish. Cesaro pinned Triple H following interference from Edge. I was surprised Triple H let me do this, but we've done it. Now, I hear what you're saying. Number one contender losing 2 weeks before a big pay-per-view match. It's a handicap match against the tag team champions and the WWE champion, hitting with a spear leading into the finish. I think we've protected him. I think it's okay. An 81 rating match, I kind of expected better. 81 for Cesaro, Triple H 90. Hopefully Cesaro gets a big boost from this. And the angle to end the show, 100 rated. Triple H is furious. He's getting back up. The tag team champions are left, but Edge is there waiting. And a spear from Edge. A spear. Another spear. 2 spears in a row. Triple H is down. He's hurt. And Edge gets 2 chairs and nails him with a concerto and just sits next to him on the chair, holding the title, talking trash about how you can't beat him at SummerSlam. You can't beat Edge at SummerSlam if you don't even get to SummerSlam. 100 rated, and this has been a good show. I'm happy with this. Very happy. 90 something, I would think. 89, so close. I mean, the 71 there probably brings it down, which is the women, but that's fine. Everything else is pretty damn good. An 89 rated Raw. Happy days, and every feud is moving forward really nicely. Let's get to ECW, which, as we know, is the ugly stepchild of this one. Maybe we can make something happen with Punk and Lashley, and maybe that feud can be pushed even more. I just banged my hand. Okay then, time to go extreme, and this is all about the, well, it should be all about the title picture, but we have a return. That's right. We open the show and Paul Heyman and Tensai are out in the ring, and Tensai's like, listen, things have not gone well for me lately. I didn't win the ECW title, I get that, but I want to prove my worth to you, Paul Heyman, to this stable. I am opening up a challenge to anyone in that back to try and bring me down. And it's answered by the returning Rob Van Dam. He's back, 84. He performed poorly in the segment, so that's good. 84 rated segment though, and a 79 rated match. Van Dam defeats Tensai with a 5-star frog splash because of course he is. Van Dam 79, Tensai 88. Tensai's on fire, to be fair. And then after a break, we come back to Paul Heyman looks Tensai's back and says, listen, we need to concentrate. Don't worry about Van Dam. Don't worry about anything else. Let's worry about Bobby Lashley, because CM Punk is after that title. CM Punk is going to win that title at SummerSlam, but we need to give him every opportunity. We need to soften him up. So I've got a plan, and it involves the steel cage above that ring. And that's it. That's all that's said. That is all that's said. 76 for that's pretty good. 61 rated tag team match. Burke and Masters defeat Goldust and Super Crazy. Good win for the heel tag team. Chris Masters sustained a lateral collateral ligament strain. Brilliant. Luckily, he's not a big performer, thankfully. 61 for that. Thanks for telling me, Finlay. And then after the match, 56 rated. Colt and Tommy come down and run off the heel tag team. It's a TV feud on ECW. It's okay. CM Punk then got a promo on Bobby Lashley. Just a promo on his own. Says, listen, at SummerSlam, you may be angry at me. You may want to take out all your anger at me. You may think I've betrayed you. I've betrayed myself. I've betrayed what ECW is meant to be. But Bobby Lashley, you are not what ECW is supposed to be. ECW is supposed to be hardcore. It's supposed to be independent of itself, let's say. Wink, wink. CM Punk says, Bobby Lashley, at SummerSlam, ECW returns home, and I will return it home because I am the saviour of ECW, and everybody will bow at the feet of the ECW champion after SummerSlam. CM Punk promo, 80. I expected kind of better, actually. 79 then for the main event, and that steel cage match was actually Bobby Lashley versus Rhino. So a one-on-one match, 79 rated, pretty good. 86 from Bobby Lashley, 88 from Rhino. I don't know what really brought it down, to be fair. But Bobby Lashley defeated Rhino in the cage match. And then afterwards, well, one of my favourite Bobby Lashley angles is when he destroys the cage on Umaga. So we're bringing it back and we're making it work here. The Heyman guys have surrounded the cage. Lashley can't get out without being beaten up. So what does he do? That's right. He dives through the cage, takes the cage wall down onto the Heyman guy. So that's pretty good. Bobby Lashley's got a gimmick that's getting stale. Oh god, that's not good. Let's add Lashley to Haas, London, and Orton. Apparently, brilliant. I don't think I've changed that, so we might see that. Can I? Thank you. Can't spell. But they're pretty good. 89, and that's a pretty good ECW in terms of the main event show. An 80 rated ECW is pretty good, but the main event storyline is moving quite well, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to move on to Smackdown, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, then it's time to get our Smackdown on, and this was a really hard show to book for once. I feel like the Smackdown side of the roster is a little bit thin, not helped by the fact that MVP is out injured. In last week's show, he got injured. I'd forgotten about it. He's out for 5 months. 5 months. Mental. And now I've booked this, I'm just thinking, who was the champion? Was it Ray or was it MVP? Oh, this is a mess. Anyway, we come out. Rey Mysterio's music. He's there with the title if he's champion. If he's not champion, he doesn't have the title. But he grabs the microphone and says, "Look, I'm going to show some footage from last week." And we show footage of MVP taking the 619, which is when the injury happened in the storyline, we're going to say. And he apologises to Montel Van Tennisport. Says, "Look, no, nobody likes injuries. I'm sorry. Look, this is a sport. This is about who's the best, and I get that. I never meant to hurt you. I hope you come back better than ever, and I look forward to seeing it." And as he leaves, he walks up the ramp and turns into a brogue kick from Sheamus. I don't have many heel options on the SmackDown side. Sheamus is now going to be thrust into a US title feud because I don't really have any other options. So Sheamus, well, yeah, destroys him with a brogue kick. So that's pretty good. 83. And then Sheamus defeated Funaki for 46. So 51. Sheamus, we're going to have to really give him some good performances over the next few weeks to try and push him for that SummerSlam match. And then hopefully Ray can carry in him. Randy Orton cuts a promo on Batista and starts to delve into the Evolution past and says, "Look, you were always the man that was meant to be nothing with Evolution. It was always meant to be me. But you didn't back me. When I decided to go out on my own, you stuck with him. You stuck with them. And you got your big break afterwards. And I have been working hard and working to try and get back to my moment. And it continues every day, every week, every show, every match. And at SummerSlam, I will go through you on my route to the top." Randy Orton, 86 for the promo. He then beats Kane in a 78 rated match. That's pretty good. 89 from Orton and Kane 78. Kane losing clean to the RKO, and afterwards he's frustrated and choke slams the referee. We're starting to show that Kane isn't happy with his momentum at the moment. Something ain't right with Kane. He's not heel. He's not tweener. I am planning to keep him as a babyface, but a babyface with a bit more of an edge. Trying to recapture himself. Chris Benoit cut a promo on Lance Cade ahead of their match on SmackDown. I'm not really using Benoit at the moment for some reason. I thought sticking him in with Lance Cade, see how that does. 66 for the promo, so that's gone well. 79 for the match though, so much better. Benoit and 91 performance carries Cade, who was a 59, so that's pretty good. 12-minute match, and Benoit defeats Lance Cade. Handful of tights apparently, I didn't book that. Afterwards, Shawn Michaels cuts a promo on Brock Lesnar. Michaels is getting stale now. I think I changed Huss and Orton because they haven't come up, so we're going to go with that. I'll have to change Michaels as well. Shawn Michaels has a gimmick that is getting stale. Brilliant. But he cuts a promo on Brock Lesnar and says, "Listen, I've been out a while. I understand that. I haven't been here, but I am the main event. I am the glass ceiling, Brock Lesnar. And yes, you had a great year in 2002, but you left. You couldn't cut it anymore. And right, you're back. Fair enough. You won the Royal Rumble. Brilliant. You won at WrestleMania. Well done. I've won the Royal Rumble. I've won at WrestleMania. I'll do it all again if needed. But at SummerSlam, Shawn Michaels returns to the top of the card. Shawn Michaels returns the WWE World Heavyweight Championship that he never should have lost in 2002. Well, I probably wouldn't say that bit, but you get my point. We are building up this big match. 76, I probably expected better from Shawn there. 79 rated tag team match here. It was 6-man tag team match. This is pretty good. I decided to put Batista with Matt Hardy and Sin Cara for a match to try and push the other people in the match. Batista manages to get a win, which is going to help him. Yeah, pretty good. Batista 91 really carries it. Matt Hardy 78 though isn't bad, and the Gallows and Anderson 76 apiece are really growing as a tag team, so that is good. Paul London is in the ring and he says, listen, we'll show you a video from Heat, and Brian Kendrick got injured. Brian Kendrick will be out for about 2 months, but he can do angles, which is good. Paul London says, listen, he's at home, he's had his surgery, but tonight the train doesn't stop. The train keeps going. Paul London will defeat his opponent tonight, and he will defeat him for Brian Kendrick. And he says he'll do it in honor. 83 for that. That's pretty good. And then Paul London loses to Cesaro. Listen. It makes sense, right? A short match as well, 4-minute match. Paul London, we're showing that he's better with Kendrick, and he's going to miss him for a while, is the idea. So yeah, 4 minutes match. So that's pretty nice, short, sharp match. Cesaro getting another singles win. Just saying, Cesaro's getting pushed to the moon at the minute. 82 and 81 makes it a 77 for some reason. Okay. And afterwards, the Kings of Wrestling attack Paul London, of course, no Brian Kendrick, to save him. Main event time, and Brock Lesnar defeats Evan Bourne in about 11 minutes. Evan Bourne, similar to Shawn Michaels, really smaller, about quickness and I don't know, maybe. 96 from Lesnar, 66 from Evan Bourne. Shawn Michaels was on commentary. And then afterwards, a 98 rated angle to save the show and save the heat for the storyline in one way. Mick Foley hosts his interview segment. His guests are Brock Lesnar and Shawn Michaels, who degenerate, I like that, the show into nothing more than a brawl between the two of them. We end with the brawl. 80. Okay. Not as good as Raw, obviously, but not bad. I can make that work considering, I don't know, the Smackdown side seems to really, I don't know, since I've had a break and come back to it, it seems a little thin, the Smackdown side. Maybe. I'm thinking of inserting Chris Benoit into the Sheamus and Ray feud and maybe doing a triple threat for the US title there. Because I think Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio in the same match will help. And Sheamus being in there might help as well. Maybe. Okay then, Sunday Night Heat. And we're basing it around one particular storyline. As you can see here, we need to get this bumping up. A week to go until SummerSlam. So we start with Chris Benoit in action against Tensai. Good match, 72 rated. Probably should have been a lot better actually. 90 from Benoit, Tensai 88. I'm not really sure what brought this down. Holding back, poor announcing, I guess. 12-minute match, pretty good. Benoit gets the win and afterwards says, look, I'm coming. I want this US title. MVP's out. I get it. We don't have a United States champion. Chris Benoit should be United States champion. 79. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Chris Jericho cut a promo and Jeff Hardy said, look, I don't know what happened on Raw. I don't know what that was. But I heard it. SummerSlam. If Jeff Hardy wants me at SummerSlam, he's got it. Jeff Hardy versus Chris Jericho will happen at SummerSlam, and Chris Jericho, Y2J, will come out on top because that's what Y2J does. Good. 83. Performance of Chris Jericho was fantastic, so that's good. Sheamus was in action and squashed Goldust. 54 rated match. Sheamus being boosted a bit more again. Yeah, fine. 77 rated segment then, which is good from Sheamus. That is good. He cut a promo basically saying, look, yeah, Benoit said he wants a title. Did you see that? Did you see that with Goldust? I should be United States champion. We need fresh blood in this company, and I'm the man to bring it. 77. It's pretty good. In a short 4-minute match, it was a tag team match. Trish Stratus and Mickie James defeated Sara Del Rey and Victoria. It's fine. Sara Del Rey was head and above everyone else, which is interesting. 74, so that is good. She has really come along really well. Victoria's 61 as well. It was actually the faces that let it down, but hopefully the triple threat at SummerSlam makes sense. After the match, big brawl between the three. 66, fine. And the main event match is Rey Mysterio defeating Rhino in about 12 minutes with a 6-1, 9-82. Both men an 88 performance, which is very good. Rhino is flying, to be fair. 82 rated match. And then Vince McMahon comes out and says, look, I've seen it tonight. I've seen the three of you battling away, working for your opportunities, and I like it. I want to see what you can do together. SummerSlam. United States title on the line. It's going to be Rey Mysterio versus Sheamus versus Chris Benoit. Good. 78 rated. Good. The show's... yes, I don't want to worry about that. The show's not going to be fantastic. 79 actually, so that's better than I thought it would be, considering there's only one. That 82 there probably carried it. Pretty good. On to Raw we're going to go, and big Raw, go-home show. We need to pull something out here. It's going to be pretty good. Actually, in truth, the storylines on Raw going into this are pretty good. If we have a look here, Edge Triple H 83, Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho 84, 82 for Booker and John Cena. So I think we need to give Edge and Triple H and Booker and Cena one big push. I'd be happy with 84 for Hardy and Jericho, to be fair, but we'll give him a little bit more as well. Maybe a return of Jeff Hardy. Anybody? Hello? Yes, the mic's here. That's why it looks weird on camera, but the mic is here. Right, the final Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam, and we are hoping for a big show. That's a good start. I just saw that at the corner of my eye. That's mad. 85 rated. Chris Jericho gets an 85 rated match out of Christopher Daniels. They had good chemistry as well, which is fantastic. Jericho 100. His match against Jeff could be mad, and afterwards he starts beating down Christopher Daniels, but Jeff Hardy returns. Blackout. What's happening? And out he comes wearing a Willow mask. We're going to bring Willow in. Jeff Hardy's ultimate extreme persona is here to take out Chris Jericho, leading into a no disqualification match at SummerSlam. 84, pretty good. 86 rated segment here is just we cut backstage. We don't hear what they're saying, but you can hear the Royal Court planning backstage. They seem to be on the same page again, which is good. 86 for this. 78 rated tag team match. The Untapped Potential defeated Crime Time. Ken Kennedy defeating JTG with a Kenton bomb. I bit my tongue then. That was horrible. But pretty good. 87 for Carlito. He looked good. 88. Ken Kennedy looked good. And they really held it together against Crime Time. So that's good. A 78 rated match. And afterwards, they really heal up the celebration. Celebrating big time. Like, we will be the champions. Look at us. Look how good we are. Look how great we are. 82. Fine. King Booker cut a promo on John Cena and said, look, last week I just wanted to show you the error of your ways, but I got punished for it. And that's what you are, John. You're a bully. But I'm the hero of this story, and I stand up to bullies. And tonight you are going to get some retribution. Tonight, when you go one-on-one with William Regal. That's right, William Regal. King Booker looked good. 88, and the heat for that feud should be rocking now. Triple H arrived then with a sledgehammer in hand. Edge was off screen, but obviously you hype up that he's here for Edge. He's got a sledgehammer in hand. He remembers, of course, the concerto from last week. You remember that. You know that's what it was about. And he's here to fight. 84, we come back from break. And a 93 rate segment. Good stuff for this. So Triple H is in the ring, sledgehammer, and he calls out Edge and says, listen, don't worry about SummerSlam. Let's do it now. Come on, WWE champion. Edge comes out, slowly walks to the ring. When the tag team champions attack Triple H from behind, of course, Cesaro pinned Triple H last week. So, just linking them together a little bit. I'm not putting Edge with the tag champions. I'm just using the shine from them on them. So yeah, it works. And they start beating down Triple H 3-on-1. Out comes the World Race Tag Team for the save, setting up a 6-man tag for the main event. 93 rated, very good. Daniel Bryan defeated Juice in a good match. 80 rated, 84 from Bryan and 46 from Juice. That's very good. Keeps Bryan going again, and he hypes himself up afterwards on the mic for 85. The fans are starting to get behind him. 93 rated match here. This is brilliant. John Cena defeated William Regal in about 18 minutes when Regal was disqualified because King Booker attacked John Cena. Cena looked like he was going to get the win. Booker wouldn't let it happen. 92 from Cena, 85 from Regal, and afterwards a 3-on-1 beatdown. The King's Court get revenge against John Cena. 88, putting some doubt into it as we head into SummerSlam. Booker coming out looking excellent, as did Regal, which is good. 93 rated main event then, so that's very good. A great match, got some time to it. A 3-on-3 no disqualification match. Triple H defeated Chris Hero by pinfall. Edge was head and shoulders above the rest with a 100 rated segment, rated performance even. Triple H 90, 87 for Benjamin, 85 for Haas, Cesaro 83, Chris Hero 70. Good. 93 rated, that's a good show. I am 100% happy with that. And 92 rated Raw. Raw is on fire right now. It really is. And I think you're looking at this point, I think you're looking at Triple H and Edge as the main event, depending on what happens with Brock and Shawn. One of those two has to main event the show to me. Just has to. Okay, then ECW, the final one before SummerSlam, so we really need to ramp up that ECW title picture. We start though with a hardcore match. It's ECW, though. We should be doing more hardcore matches, and it's a 76 rated match. Rhino 94. Wow, Rhino's good. Van Dam 85, 76 rated match, pretty good. Does not play to your strengths, mate. You pulled out a 94, Rhino. Deal with it. You did well as well, Van Dam. Afterwards, Van Dam gets his heat back by putting Rhino through a table. Just solid TV stuff, really. Masters got a promo. Masters and Burke got a promo on their rivals for 57. Blah, blah, blah. And then Burke cheated to defeat Tommy Dreamer for 64. Fine, 61 apiece. It's fine. It's good TV. Bobby Lashley cut a promo on CM Punk. I didn't change his gimmick. Must do that before SummerSlam. Must just change him a tiny bit going into it. Tweak it maybe. 75, fine. In the main event, he defeated the Big Show in 15 minutes. A good sort of Hoss battle here. 87 for Bobby Lashley. Good stuff. 81, and afterwards, Punk uses Bobby Lashley's own finisher against him and proceeds to taunt him after the fact for 87. Solid TV build. Happy days. I've moved through that quickly, but it's ECW. And apart from the title thing, which went quite well, who really cares? Right then, Smackdown, we're at the final show before SummerSlam. I don't feel good about this Smackdown. That's a good start. Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit trade words in the ring, setting up a match between the two. 93 rated match, 93 rated segment. The match itself, 78. Okay. It ends when both competitors failed to beat the 10 count during the match. We also saw Sheamus run in and attack Benoit and also Rey Mysterio. So Sheamus playing a hand in the finish. 89 and 91. Benoit's getting stale as well. I need to change that to... Didn't change Michaels earlier either, so I don't know what's going to do for the main event type stuff. 54 for a Sheamus promo. That's not good. Shawn Michaels is here. 76. Holly and Evan defeated the Redneck Wrecking Crew in 13 minutes for 67. And then Batista got a promo on Randy Orton for 89. That's pretty good. 78 for the match. Batista defeated Carl Anderson with the Batista Barman after the match. Randy Orton and Batista brawl. The 100 rate segment better. Much better. That'll help that massively. Shawn Michaels defeated Low Key for 58. What brought it down? Holding back? I mean, poor really, isn't it? 86 for Lesnar attacking Shawn Michaels, but it fails and Shawn Michaels attacks him back and fighting back. And 86, Kane then cut a promo on Lesnar for the main event, which will be Kane versus Brock Lesnar. And before the match, we have Paul London against Luke Gallows in 82. Good stuff from these two. And afterwards, London apologises for his defeat to Brian Kendrick. Before the main event match, it's revealed that Shawn Michaels is the special guest referee. I didn't have an angle to put in there, but just ignore it. Shawn Michaels will be the special guest referee for the main event. Brock Lesnar defeats Kane for 81, so Shawn Michaels has to count the pinfall for Brock Lesnar with this. That's the idea behind it. And an 85 rated ending as Brock Lesnar hits the F5 on Shawn Michaels and stands tall. 82 rated show. So where does that leave us then into SummerSlam? We'll have a quick look now and probably decide on a main event live on camera for you, because I'm nice like that, apparently. If we can move forward quick enough in the game, we will do that. If I'm honest, I think the main event will be Edge and Triple H there on fire, and it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, Shawn Michaels, Brock Lesnar is a dream match. It hasn't been built well enough for me. I probably haven't done enough. I can take the blame on that. That's fine. Bit of mail first. ECW. Yep. Low key too small according to Hardcore Holly. That sounds about right. If we look at the storylines then, Lashley Punk is a good heat, 80. I'll take that for an ECW title feud. TV, that's not going on the card. Edge and Triple H, 93. So that's good. 84 for Hardy and Jericho, good. Booker and Cena as well, 93, but it won't be the main event. 84 for Lesnar and Michaels. So there's a big difference. So there you can see it. 82 for that. That's doing well, but it's not going to be a match on the pay-per-view. Although you could get London in there against someone if need be. Orton and Batista, 83 isn't fantastic. That's took a hit, 78, because of that. That's annoying. Tag match will be good. I'm hoping the tag match will be good, and then that's what you expect. I don't know if that. I mean, it's got to be on the card because it's SummerSlam. 4 days away. Let's do this. SummerSlam. Okay, then. This is the big one. This is what you've all been waiting for. SummerSlam. And we start with a hype video, of course, to hype the pay-per-view. The big feud's going in. The Brock Lesnar, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Edge, Booker, Cena, Orton, Batista. 89. Okay. And the first match on the card is also an 89, a first blood match between Randy Orton and Batista. These guys have been brawling, so it made sense. Batista was busted open. Randy Orton wins the match. 87 and 90. Good hot start to the show. The Heyman guys are preparing a celebration party backstage for CM Punk should he win the ECW title tonight. And then Chris Jericho defeated Jeff Hardy. Cheating. 84 rated match. These two don't seem to click. I forgot that they don't really have chemistry. They got through it. And an 84 rated match could have been a lot worse, to be fair. Afterwards, Jericho ran away from Jeff Hardy for 82. Bobby Lashley got a 73 rated promo on CM Punk, which is a little bit disappointing. The match itself, 81. So that's not bad. CM Punk defeats Bobby Lashley to become the ECW. Kirsty, you're ruining the recording.
Are you streaming?
No. I'm recording though.
Oh.
What?
No.
Can you wait 5 minutes?
I'll be here.
No, don't be there. I can hear you texting.
I'm texting you.
And in the match itself, CM Punk defeated Bobby Lashley for the ECW Championship. We've changed the title. And in the match itself, CM Punk defeated Bobby Lashley for the ECW title. We've changed the hands of the title. We've put it on a new man and we've put it on CM Punk. It was a very Attitude Era type match, you would say. Rhino was interfering. Tensai was interfering, Test was interfering, and in the end it was too much for Bobby Lashley. CM Punk is the champion. Good stuff. 79 rated promotion celebration party. Pretty good. For ECW, pretty good. Cena cut a promo on Booker for 85, and then John Cena won the Intercontinental Championship in an 85 rated match. I kind of expected better. We gave it a lot of time. The match got the crowd buzzing, which is good. 93-94. What brought it down then? I don't. Crowd was already at an emotional high. Fine, that's probably it. 85 though, pretty good. Afterwards, he celebrates with a title for 76. Brock Lesnar cut a promo on Shawn Michaels for 77. And then the triple threat elimination match for the United States Championship, and Rey Mysterio is champion. Kind of makes sense. He was going to win it off MVP anyway at SummerSlam, so it made sense. Benoit 92, Rey Mysterio 89, Sheamus 50. It'll help him being in the match, so it's fine. Triple threat women's match. Sarah Del Rey defeated Trish Stratus and Mickie James for 70. It is what it is. That's fine. Moving on, a video aired hyping the Lesnar-Shawn Michaels match and for the World Heavyweight Championship. An 83 rated match. So an unbelievable match, which is good. Michael defeated Brock Lesnar, but again, we've been rated down, and I don't really know why. Audio and emotional high, I guess. But these guys know what they're doing. An 83, that was a bit harsh. Triple H got a promo on Edge for 80. TLC match 78. Again, it didn't do as well. These ladder matches don't tend to do as well, which is a little bit of a shame. I don't know why. The storyline heat was high, which is good. Penalised for the match style not meeting crowds' expectations. That's a shame. That is a shame. Cesaro weren't keen on it. Yep, cool, thanks, cheers. 88 for the video for the main event, and then this is what it all rains down on, because we started well. We've started very well. We have to back this up now. An 88 promo, Triple H and Edge, can they pull it out? 81. I asked them to do something epic. I guess the crowd were already too hot. They're too hot for it. Sure game. Sure. 91 for Triple H. Edge 100. An 81 rated match. We've been screwed again. Afterwards, DX celebrate with the belts. They're top of their brands. Just because I thought it'd be nice to do. 76. It's just totally ruined the show, ain't it? 84. I'm sorry, but you look at the matches on that card, and that's a 90 rated at least. The performances of the individuals have been good. I'm sorry, but this game is trying to tell me Triple H and Edge can't do an epic match because the crowd were too high. What? The crowd were too loud? Interesting. And it's interesting that the best match on the card ended up being bloody Randy Orton and Batista. That's madness. It's all still very good, but I don't know. Give Edge some love because he's lost the title. You're awesome, mate. Who else? Brock as well, because he lost the title. Compliment him. And I want to give Sheamus some love, actually, because he held in there. And I want to praise him for a good performance. Edge was pleased. Lesnar was pleased. Sheamus is pleased. And that's that. That is SummerSlam out of the way in one way, because it was a little bit disappointing in the final term of it. And maybe I need to be keeping it more simple, not worrying about epic matches or spectacles, and just say, go and tell a story, and maybe that's the way to go. I'm a little bit brought down by it, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit brought down. Kurt Angle is back, so that's good news. Kurt Angle is back. He'll be back in for the next one. Pat Patson's gone, which is a shame. And Cesaro thinks Sheamus is going to be a star. Irony. The irony in that one. TNA had a pay-per-view as well. We beat them, so that's something. Scott Steiner and Raven in the main event. TNA will never, ever change. The best bit was this brawl between Steiner and Sting, because why not? AJ Styles is in there. But yeah, that's where we're at. Until next time, peace.